Hey everybody, it's that time of the week again. We are coming to you live from Austin, Texas, where the word draw has a very different meaning. Here, here, time for your fun Austin fact. Austin is the home of the world's largest music business conference, which is going on right now. But if it weren't for the invasion of Mexico, this would not be South by Southwest. This would be North by Northeast. Y'all up for a story? Say, tell us a story, Chandler. Type it out on the screen. Come gather around me, people. There's plenty of seats right up front. All right, show me some love. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Show me some love and it will come back to you in infinity. Hit that love button. Don't hit the anger button. Hey, Kat, how you doing? Don't hit the anger button. We got plenty of that in this world. We sure do. Makes me feel super weird about doing a goofy poem and so horrible things are going on in the world, but someone pointed out to me that we also need a lot of levity and a lot of light in this world, so that's why I'm going to do it. If you would like to support me or this broadcast, you can do so at paypal.com/BaldChandler or Venmo.com, The Chris Chandler Show. If you would like to be a continuing contributor, you can do so at patreon.com. Okay. Enough of the crass commercial announcements. Let's get right to it. If you like this show, please share it with your friends. Share it now. Maybe more people will come on live. Indeed. We'll get right to it. I like the feedback people have been giving me. They say, Chandler, your intros are just too long. Get right to it. So I'm going to do that. I looked beyond the curvature of the earth, past the myriad of planets and stars, expanding and contracting, just beyond the dust on my windshield. And I called out to God himself. I said, God, I matter. And God responded. He said, why, yes. Yes, you are. And at that point, I realized that I really am one with God. But once you become one with God, do you then pray to yourself? God, I hope not. Because I don't know about you, but I'm the kind of rebel that on those rare moments when I find myself in charge of something, I feel the need to question my own authority. I find myself looking in the mirror, saying, don't let me tell me what to do. And that's when it occurred to me that that's what the Bible meant. That we were all created in God's image. That he was simply looking in the mirror and therefore did it all backwards. That would explain a lot. I mean, he made each and every one of us different. Except for me. It's all one big merry-go-round. Our lives, the seasons, they go round. We wave to our parents. They wave back. And then they are gone. And we see people on their high horse reaching for a brass ring that is just out of reach. And as it gets close, the horse goes down. The band has been replaced by a calliope that makes Entrance of the Gladiators sound like Pop Goes the Weasel. And no one seems to mind. And when it's all over, we are right back where we started. Sometimes we dream. Sometimes we dream big, which is why I rolled over this morning and mashed the snooze button, saying I must keep the dream alive. But in the dream, there was traffic, lots of traffic. And on the other side of the road, there was this chicken taunting me, saying, "Who are you to question my motives?" And I started to cross the road, wondering if I was as indecisive as I used to be. And I found myself taunting back at the chicken, saying, "Just because I changed my mind doesn't mean I'm not still right." But the chicken taunted back, saying, "To answer your question, it was the rooster that came first." And the reason that I did not cross the road was because I wanted to go down it. Going down the road feeling bad with a rubber chicken hanging from my rear view. Because I don't know about you, but I would rather hang with people who are looking for answers rather than people who have found them. And whether or not I have found any answers, I cannot remember, because I have been doing this stuff for over 30 years. And at this point, having a bad memory is the only thing that gives me a clear conscience. And sometimes my conscience bothers me. But my conscience is just another voice in my head, like God. And just because I know the voices in my head aren't real doesn't mean I shouldn't listen to them. I mean, I listen to the news and I'm pretty sure that's not real. Sure, God created the stars, but who created the constellations? Who sat in the prehistoric version of a Facebook live stream and told a story as someone painted pictures in the sky, and someone saw that picture and painted it on a cave, and someone saw that picture and told another story, and every story paints 1,000 pictures, and every picture tells 1,000 stories. You do the math. Count the stars. And when you count the stars, the universe becomes totally abstract. And God becomes this giant Jackson Pollock. And he's up there randomly spilling paint, randomly throwing paint, randomly drawing tight lines that point to an arrow that points to a truth. And that truth can be boiled down to a simple haiku. And that haiku is, haiku are obscure, often hard to understand. Refrigerator. But there is a truth, and that truth is the power of good is greater than the power of evil. Can I get an amen? Type it out on your screen so I can hear it. Can I get an amen? I'm gonna say it again. The power of good is greater than the power of evil, just not by very much. But the future can be predicted, because, my friends, what's ahead of us depends solely upon what is inside us. Thank you so much for listening. This has been your Poem of the Week. Hang around for your moment of spin. We will have your moment of spin coming up. Hey, how y'all doing? It's good to get that off my chest. Thanks for the amen there, Barbara. Love you too, Brother Blue. How you doing? Video Blue in the house. So, a lot of people have been asking me that like this little weekly event. I hope you do like it. Let me know that you do. But they've been asking me how they could be notified when I'm going live. So I would like to thank Jenny Wiggins for helping me out with this. But you will notice, if you're looking at your screen, you're probably looking at something that looks a lot like this. And if you were to go to that little spot right there, those 3 little dots right there, a menu will pop out. And when you see that menu, you just go down the menu until you get to get notifications when Chandler is live. Click it there, and my friends, hooray! You will never miss another Poem of the Week. Okay, a couple of quick announcements. The 15th of March, the March 15th, I am going to be performing with Karen Mall and San Antonio at the Lonesome Rose in San Antonio on the 15th. Paul Benoit and I are going to be going out to California and playing some shows in the Bay Area. If you are anywhere near the Bay Area, Santa Cruz, Sonoma, Paradise, California, Oakland, California, and you would like us to perform, drop me a line, and we will be there in the middle of May. At the end of May, I'm going to be coming down to the Kerrville Folk Festival. I'm going to be performing as part of a greater Memorial Day tribute. I'm going to be there on Memorial Day on Monday. Be flying in from California to do that and be at the festival the rest of the time. I'm going to be doing some ballad trees. I'm going to be hosting this, emceeing the staff concert, probably doing some other things. That's enough. Enough of the crass commercial announcements. Enough! Are you ready for your moment of spin? Give me a number between, yes, my friends, give me a number between 1 and 3. Brian Prosser is going for 2. Going for 2. That would be observations from a observations from a roadside diner. Now, can I have a number between 1 and 130? A number between 1 and 130. Barbara Chambers, yes, 2.7 is a number between 1 and 3. A number between 1 and 130. Get your hymnals out. Kat says 13. Lucky 13. 6.5 of one, baker's dozen of another. Just somehow seems appropriate. No picture with this one, sorry about that. Activist and pacifist are antonyms. There you have your moment of spin. Thank you so much for listening. My name's Chris Chandler, and this has been your Poem of the Week. So long.